this legislative session, we look at how some bills making their way through would impact El Paso. Good evening, I'm Daniel Marin.
And I'm Natasha Paloma. One bill passed in the House would ban homeless camps in public areas. KTSM 9 News reporter Stephanie Shields is live in the newsroom with a breakdown of the bill.
Last week, the Texas House passed House Bill 1925 that would ban homeless camps in public places statewide and also punish local governments if they do not enforce. Today, we spent the day in areas of downtown El Paso where these types of encampments have popped up in the past, and we asked local officials what this would mean for us here locally.
I don't want to go to jail because I know it's dumb.
Jeremy Howell says he's been without a home for 22 years in El Paso. He stays in a green tent sitting on a downtown El Paso sidewalk. As a bill that would ban this type of setup makes its way through Texas legislation, El Paso officials feel it wouldn't make a major impact locally.
Folks see in the news what goes on in Los Angeles or even Austin. We're just not that kind of community.
City officials say there's already a citywide ordinance preventing encampments in public places, focusing on social work to get ahead of the law.
We try to send street outreach. If PD does interface with them, we typically communicate with the officers and they understand where the emergency shelters are, and they can take those folks to those shelters.
If the bill goes through, it would create a Class C misdemeanor for anyone knowingly camping in public places.
It is a clear example of criminalizing those that are homeless at this point.
John Martin with the Opportunity Center for the Homeless says shelter space is already limited. He adds resources should be directed at providing more places to go first.
We don't really have a shelter outside of the Opportunity Center for those that has an open door policy for all. And that's really what's needed is more beds within that specific area.
And in Austin, where about 10,000 people are homeless, the city reinstated an encampment ban that was removed 2 years ago, sparking debate on how lawmakers should handle homelessness.
I do believe that a lot of it was driven based upon the government position specific to Austin, Texas. It seems like a lot of this is coming out of that.
And the bill still needs final approval from the House before it heads to the Senate. Reporting live in the newsroom, Stephanie Shields, KTSM 9 News.
Hi, Stephanie, thank you very much. New at 10.